Hello, this is Solomon. We're gonna be looking at two replays that some guy. I think he goes by season one player on challenge at least. I don't know what he actually goes by, but he sent me some replays to look at, two of them to be precise. So we're gonna look at them and comment on how they could do better. This is all my first time seeing the replays. Here's the first game. So I'm just calling Pigeon Rush. He's fighting Necromantancer, however you say it. Good player, but he's running lizards and toads, no skrills. Lizards are awful in my opinion, but they definitely work. So Pigeon Rush is running Skrill, Pigeon, Skunk, Chameleon, Wolf, MG, which is an interesting deck. Really weak to Falcons and Owls. Since selling it so I can shoot up our MGs and Skrills. It's not super weak to Owls. Actually, never mind. This deck's good against Owls at low owl counts, higher owl counts, so it's just gonna lose since high owl counts beat nearly everything. Kind of a weird deck. I'm not sure why there are pigeons in this deck. And I don't like pigeons in general, since 90% of the time I just prefer more damage. The only time you really want pigeons, in my opinion, is specific kite decks, which Skunk does fall into. So like Skunk Falcon and like Skunk Snake, but also Badger is really almost mandatory with pigeons. But outside that, I don't know what the point of pigeons is here, honestly. Like, there's no boar, there's like no tier 3 that needs to tank. And I guess pigeon cams are good early, but eh. So anyway, you get 3 tier 1 warns from both sides, which is kinda... Lizard's understandable from him, I don't know why. Unless, the only reason he do that, unless he's planning on being aggressive early. Like, Necromantancer spot a mill in the farm, so now he's down 120 food. Pigeon gets a mill. But yeah, 2 more Terrell Dorns. Like at this point, this is pretty much an all-in, honestly. At this point, the Necromantancer is about to go 3 farms. Also grabbing toads, which is interesting. Now, for some reason, Pigeon Rush gets pigeons, which is like there's no reason to get pigeons this early. Like this get more tier 1 in a situation like this. You always want more skrills or lizards. You don't want pigeons here. So that was kind of disastrous right there. And they have this, okay. So first of all, the skills are rally. 2 were out of around here. They kind of met up at the same time, but micro is also off. With the engagement and everything, like I mean he still won since he had more units. He had 3 more. Yeah, it still went fine. Here's a really big problem though. He goes this way. So he's on the low ground next to a cliff, fighting against 3 pigs. Like, there's no reason to go this direction. Like, what you do is go up over here, so you can shoot the warrens and spawning units and kill the farms, the new farms that are worth a fuck ton more than these farms, which are already used up half of them. So then he doesn't get the range advantage. Like, again, it's a cliff. He's on low ground, and he just wasn't microing well, and the range advantage didn't matter. Because the lizards just started shooting, and like Skrill should get the first volley off against lizards, since obviously they have more range, and he didn't do that. So, and the pigeon did nothing there. Again, more skills would have been nice. Even if 1 more skill, like the 1 pigeon's not gonna do anything. But yeah, this is actually game over because he's up 3 farms. Like, it's impossible for a Necro to lose unless he fucks up super hard, so. Oh yeah, then Pigeon goes for Skunks. I don't like... In a situation like this, I would like... You don't go, first of all, you don't go for Skunks, you put down farms since you want to catch up in eco. And it's the Lizard Toad that gets cliff and choke points, like... Honestly, put like 1 MG right here, then go up to like 6 farms right away. And stay on mass skills, like you'll be fine. Maybe put an MG right here just to scout the flank. But like, yeah, the Devil Skunks, it's It's so pointless. Oh, it's got yeah, chameleon now. Like it's just he's like trying to all in again, but he's just so far behind on economy that like his extra economy has already kicked in, so he's gonna have equal army anyway. The only option here was to try to match eco. So he's like not scouting at all. Like at all. What the fuck? I guess up to 3 farms, and there's already 5 farms completed in the board building. Yeah, like, I don't understand what the pigeons are supposed to do here. Especially, like, he has toads, and Pigeon Rush knows that Necro has toads. Like, you don't want pigeons against DPS damage, and toads are DPS damage. So, even lizards are more DPS than skrills. Like, there's no reason to go pigeons here. Maybe, I mean, you can go pigeons if you have more tier 2 and tier 3, I guess, but... Not, well, you don't want the wolf to be tanking, but... Pigeons on scams is awful. Also, yeah, his army comp's really weak to boar. It's like all the... Like, it's really weak to boar falcon, like, because the boars just can kill all the skills and the falcons kill everything else. Yeah, like, his economy is so far behind, and now his tier 3 is obviously just ridiculously late. And he hasn't scouted the boar, I don't think. Like, he literally hasn't scouted in like 2 minutes, holy shit. Yeah, that's... Oh. Yeah, wait, what the fuck does this deck do against toads either? Like, because toads, mass toads beats mass cams. Mass cams, not 2 cams, mass cams. But like, what does this deck do besides mass cam and skunk? Like, this is such a weird deck. Like, it's weak to boar, falcon, toad. I'd say it's also really weak to skunk falcon. But it's falcon, toad, in general, and boar just demolish this deck. So yeah, okay, auto, like... Okay, so he really fucked up because this cabin got destroyed. And there's only 2 of them on the map. So he should have heard this being destroyed. And he should have realized that there's an army about to flank him. But he doesn't, so like literally all these warrants are getting destroyed, so... Like, this is GG. Even if he won the engagement, it'd be GG now. And the wolf was buffing all the pigs and savage units, so... Yeah, all those toads just like annihilated the cams. They didn't get value there, but they still killed the cams. So Skunk guys actually did do really good work there still. But again, he lost literally all his warrants, so he has nothing to sell off for more money, and he can't make units, so... He should have tapped out here. I don't even know why I tried to bother with the MG wall. Yeah, that was just... This is also, like... Again, I fucked it, like, I don't do this a whole lot. Like, I don't do anything as much as I should, but in late game, especially, you should just try to reposition all your warrens behind your mills. Because if you lose your warrens in a late game attack, like, you're kind of fucked usually, because you can't rebuild your army and counterattack. And counterattacking is how you win the game, so... You kind of need your warrens to stay alive. Even early game, I don't like making forward warrens, unless I'm doing some sort of rush. I need those skills right away. So yeah, lack of scouting and the first attack, again, he took a... The engagement wasn't that bad, but he could have played it a lot better. Like, he won the first engagement just because he had more skills. His micro wasn't that awful, but it could have been a lot better with the focus fire. Then he tried to go after the pigs who are already half fused up on high ground next to a cliff. So yeah, that obviously didn't work. When he should have went around to the second mill with his skills and shot the new pigs and the lizard warrens, and also pick off the lizards that spawned from the warrens, and also no pigeons early. That didn't do anything. And after that, he didn't scout at all. He didn't try to catch up in eco. Instead, he went skunk chameleon, which was a pointless decision since he needs to catch up in eco. Then he never scouted the boar, and yeah, like if he scout, like if he just had more eco instead of being so hilariously behind, like the entire game. Because like again, the scout, like you, Necro went mass tier 1 boar. Like, so the boar's gonna kill all the chameleons, but then at least you still have the skunks left over and maybe some skrills. And all the toads, well, all the toads in the boar are gonna kill the chameleons. Toads are gonna die, then the boar is gonna die. So then it's gonna be lizards versus skunks and skrills and pigeon, or some skrills at least, however many live after the boar. But actually, a lot of skrills are probably gonna live depending on how the engagement is, since the boar is probably gonna die relatively quickly and explode on the chameleons instead of exploding on the skrills, depending on how the engagement starts and progresses. But with a lot of cams, honestly, you can definitely get some skrills surviving. So it'll be skrill, skunk, pigeon versus lizard, which obviously is just going to steamroll the lizard. Especially when the skunks got all that time to set up gas during the boar part of the fight. But yeah, he lost all his warns and couldn't counterattack, so. Anyway, next game. This game was... Okay, so Big Tree, whoever this is, played the campaign and was like, you know what? I'm going to make a defense exactly like the campaign map script I see in the KSR missions and stuff. So that's what he did. And he took this Giga Woke deck. So Pigeon is running Pigeons with Badger, which is fine. Then Skunk Chameleon, Skrill, MGNS. I don't know. I mean, MGNS is actually pretty good dispatch, but I like never use it, so I'll refrain from commenting on it. He really likes Skunk Chameleon. I mean, you can do that, but generally, you'd rather have Skunk Falcon or Chameleon Falcon. That's generally better. Like, you can do this, but just switch on the mouthful of Falcon. Honestly. Okay, so let's pick this up. Yeah, okay, so when you see this, like, this is actually Mega GG. Because this either means he's doing tier 3, but you can just go around. Or he's trying to take the smell bag and you can just go around this way or this way. Or he has no idea what he's doing. In this case, no idea what he's doing, so. Wait. Whoops. Oh, that's not good. Oh, okay, so I just got the middle, at least I'm looking at the minimap to tell. Okay, so when you see this and it has 2 warrens, you sell off one of your warrens, and you plus the MG plus the barbed wire. So you sell off one of your own warrens, and you just go up to like 6 farms, or 5 farms. There's zero reason to build pigeons here. Like, okay, now you scout out the. Now you see that he's done this too, so you know he has no idea what he's doing. And new players are very unlikely to be aggressive. And you see that he has 2 farms, so like, you see that he only has 3 warrens, so again, sell off this warren. You don't. Why is he building more warrens? Just go up to 8 farms. Then go Badger, and we'll kill him. There's no reason to be spamming warrens here, just eco hard. And why is he going to mass skrills of all things? Just go like Skunk Chameleon. Or just fuck, just even get a Badger right now, even. But yeah, no, he should be like on 8 farms and building a Badger already. Like, oh, this is a waste of money. The 2 skill, like, he should have just stayed on 2 skill warrens. So there's no reason to go anymore. Since he can't push, like, he only has 3 skill warrens himself, so he can't push. Okay, at this point, he should like actually have the 3rd meal fully saturated, honestly. So, instead he goes double skunk. Like, I have no idea why he's not just taking literally all the eco on the map. Speed this up a little. Okay, so there's zero reason to take this mill instead of this one with this deck against this deck. Like, he has artillery cannons, there's no reason to do this. Because he can just push forward and kill this mill. Like, the artillery cannons can't reach, but the army can, and the artillery cannon protects the army right here. Yeah, it's just... Okay, so you see this, and this is when you realize that there's really zero reason to have pigeons, and you just go like triple badger, or like triple badger, 4 skunks of pigeons is like all you need. Like, even chameleons, like, they're awkward to use, you should not. And you can't micro the chameleons, that's the biggest problem here. So you're not going to be able to micro the chameleons since you're microing the badger. So the chameleons are actually just going to die to the artillery cannons while they're hitting something, so. Even the artillery cannon itself will just, like, destroy chameleons that are attacking it. If you're not microing the chameleons, because, like, all 4 shots are going to land and just obliterate the chameleons. And the artillery cannon actually does have a decent amount of HP. Well, the chameleons don't kill it instantly. But yeah, so all the skills, there's no reason to have any since we're just going to die. The barbed wire and artillery and all that. Again, he should, like, start, like, he's just so behind an eco when that shouldn't be happening. But fortunately, Big Tree is doing his best campaign script style. So, whatever this is. So, and he just still, obviously, it's still very easy to kill this, obviously, with what Pigeon has or is building. Okay. Yeah, again, drop the chameleons in this girl. It's just called Skunk Badger Pigeon. You don't need anything else. See, with the skunks, you can, like, well, they'll be farther away. Like, they'll be shooting gas everywhere, so not as many, like, they're not going to be in the artillery cannon range as much. And more importantly, the artillery cannons are going to be shooting at the badgers anyway, so the skunks are going to be fine. Whereas chameleons are melee, so they're definitely going to be shot by artillery cannons. Plus, anyway, with skunks, you can just, like, right-click for, like, a second to pull them out, to pull them to the next tile. Rally them to the next tile so artillery misses anyway. And you can still do that while badger microing, so. It's 2 badgers now. Should've... Yeah, his eco's just horrible. Here comes an engagement. Or the push. Wait, why? There's 0 reason to take that campfire. Well, I guess, I mean, you can take it, but, like, yeah. Very vulnerable, I'll say that much. Okay, so... Okay. So, the biggest... Now, so he decides to run into range of, like, literally every single artillery cannon except one. Like, all you needed to do was keep his army back and have his pigeons go right here, and his badgers are right here, and he goes back and forth for the bad. I have the skunks to kill the skrills. But just have the badgers attract all the fear and artillery fire, and just micro the badgers in, like, an oval or circle, or just some roughly circular shape, and you avoided all artillery. So then you kill this mill. Then once you kill this mill, dude. You just go over here, I guess, kill this mill. Well, once you kill this mill, then you go this way. Then you kill the warrens, and you kill this mill and the warrens, and you kill this mill, and it's like a game over then. So yeah, all the pigeons are really separated. So like, I don't like. There's really zero reason to be going so all in here. I don't know why he is. Like, just go kill this. This has little food left, but it's still something. So let's go kill this mill. Kill this mill. Kill this artillery cannon. This mill should already be dead, and like, yeah, all his warrants are down, so that should actually be GG. Then he regroups and finishes pushing through. But instead, he like super ridiculously overcommits here, and then he loses the Badger to the MGs. And it's just like insane. And yeah, now the Fates are just gonna kill this mill. And he's only at 4 farms on this mill. Yeah, now Big Tree's going mass skill. Pigeon still has the chameleons and the skills, which you should have sold. Especially since by now you know that all Big Tree has is Skrill, Pigeon, Ferret for his army. Also, you don't even need a skunk seed or thing in this situation. They're still useful. Okay, so like the biggest issue, like it's kind of weird that he only has 1 Badger here. Like he really wants to for the extra damage. And why isn't this mill dead? This mill should be dead, but it isn't. There goes the second Badger. Badger actually getting really low on health. And the skunks, yeah, actually, no, you probably do want to keep the skunks if you're playing Master like this. Because it is a little, like, the Badger is going to be taking damage. And could be annoying. Deal with all the skills with just the Badger when you also need to kill the defenses and the mill and the warrens and all that. Okay, so he's not staying with his pigeons, which is like really awesome. Not like now he's healing, but it's still just so dangerous. Although now the Badger took some artillery shots there. Wait, did he lose it? Okay, he just lost the Badger to something. I don't know what. Probably artillery. Again, he's like so super overcommitting here. Like he doesn't need to. Like he took a lot of unnecessary MG damage right there. While he was killing the war, he didn't even kill the warren, but while he was attacking the warren artillery cannon. So at this point, he just honestly has no money left. Like yeah, he has 4 farms, and he's keeping the skills. Wait, so he sells the chameleon, he sells the skunks, but he keeps the like. Well, I don't understand why he's keeping the skills. It doesn't make any sense. So now he's finally going for this mill, but 3 of the farms are already dead. And the mill's almost used up anyway on these 2 farms. So now the skills are actually really picking it. Like, he's just losing so many pigeons. Like, so many pigeons are dying. But all is not yet lost. Because here's the thing, I don't know why he did this. He should have went this way. Since there's not any defenses, he should have just killed this mill right here. Since this is his last income. Like, just go around and kill the mill. Since there's no artillery cannons covering or anything. And these MGs don't have enough range. They should like stay right here. Then the skunks can lay down and get gas, and this is kind of choke pointing for the skills. So skunk gas will just kill all the skills too. So. Yeah, like again, this mill should have been on 8 farms, 10 minutes ago. So. It's a lot of skills. So yeah, like the badgers are just kind of. Yeah, like that many skills for like a 2-shot the badger. Actually, wait, 24, 26. I mean, no, this actually 1-shot the badger theoretically if every single shot lands. Actually, no. Badger HP is 64, so I need a couple more skills. But yeah, but he gets fucking Badgers get 2-shot in this situation. I didn't did artillery hit there. I think he's just taking yeah. So I don't understand. Like he is. Let's pause this. He is super overcommitting with the Badger. Like you don't need to do these giant circles with the Badger. You just need to do a little tiny like 2x2 tile circle even to avoid artillery shots. That's it. You don't need to do like these big old circles or anything. Like to stay under his pigeons, doing like a little tiny circle to avoid artillery. Even though he even wandered into artillery range here, like he just like super went into his Badger and it obviously died. I mean, he should have stayed with his pigeons. So yeah, so this game was basically him not going eco, even when he could have, since enemy had like barely anything to attack with. And then he just had really weird engagement choices and weird decisions of where to push with his Badgers, and really weird force. Like again, there was no reason to keep the skills or the chameleons against this. And like he didn't prioritize what to kill and go after the right things. Like he didn't go after this mill, he didn't kill this mill in the first push. So then he could have killed these three and killed all the Warrens, and the game should have been over, but he didn't. Then he also could have just flanked this mill and killed it, since there was no defenses covering it. And it doesn't even matter if Big Tree tries to base trade. Like let's say he goes after this mill, like this is all of Big Tree's economy, or most of what's left. Like even at any stage in the game, like these farms are being used up, or these farms even, whatever he's on. Like you just kill this mill, which is the most food left for Victory, and what's a base trade gonna do here? Like so he's gonna run his Skrills and Ferrets or whatever, or just Skrills into here and kill some Warrens. Like losing the Badger Warrens really doesn't matter as long as the Badger stays alive. Like if you lose the Badger, that's a whole separate problem. Like losing the Warren is less of your concern. Like you just shouldn't lose the Badger against mass Skrills if you have pigeons. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you lose the Warrens because you still have all economy. To say this is 8 farms, so you're still gonna have full econ. Like you still have economy, and you just need Pigeon Badger, and you can still just kill this guy. And like 2 skunks, maybe. Like even the base trade situation, like he just kills a economy right here, and he can't. It doesn't matter if he base trades for this area. It doesn't matter. And she still have a superior army and superior economy. Yeah, that is the end of this video.